Am I really talking about a chatbot? This is again another question I keep commonly getting. Hey, I heard you. Is it a chatbot that you're trying to arrive at? No, truly not. So I'm just showing you a simple graph as shown by Gartner. Okay. A chatbot is something which probably works on a simple workflow. It is not intuitive. It just tells you yes or no, and it tries to give you the information which is pre-fed. If it doesn't know the answer, it's always telling you, hey, I didn't understand you. Can you repeat that again? Okay. Now, anything as a conversational platform, as it gets more and more sophisticated, it is no longer referred to as a chatbot. It's more referred to as a virtual assistant. Okay. And this sophistication is just not in terms of workflow. It's in terms of its intuitiveness. It's in terms of understanding what the customer or the person interacting with is asking and ensuring that it is able to complete the entire requirement without trying to have a human intervention. So when we say conversational AI, we are talking about the sophistication on the right end of the spectrum for this graph. Okay. Now, let's quickly go back to our topic of customer engagement. Why is customer engagement a North Star metric? This is not something I should probably cover in this part of this session, but it is important that we understand context of why we are conducting this session. Engagement is a new normal. There is no two ways about it. Any brand wants to connect with its customers at any given opportunity. Okay. So you have to start interacting with your customers so that you start building strengthening the relationship that is already there. Today, the brands are no longer looking for transactional relationship. Neither do the customers look for that. They want an emotional connect with their brands. There are brands which get so close to people's heart that people will not buy any other brand of particular commodity. And any highly engaged customer with any brand, he or she starts promoting that more. They become the brand's loyalist or ambassadors. And hence, it is extremely critical to provide unmatched customer experience at every touch point. And this is needless to say, higher the engagement with your customers, higher the profit. And again, I want to show you some stats which prove my points, which I was talking to you about in the earlier slide. A Constellation research tells me about these stats. Any brand that improve engagement with their customers have shown 22% increase in cross-sell revenue, just not primary revenue, cross-sell revenue. And their upsell revenues have increased from a mere 13% to 51%. Order sizes per ticket, per bill has increased from 5% to 85%. And 86% of the buyers who participated in this research are willing to pay more for a better customer experience. Today, it's just not about the price of the commodity. Who is giving me a better customer experience? Who is giving me a better engagement? Who is giving me a better delight? If you're ready to do that, I'm ready to pay more. That's what the buyers are saying. And any brand who's leading their competition and outperforming their competition on a customer experience metric, they perform in their revenues at least 80% over them. Okay. That is the kind of, very strong numbers that show that customer engagement is critical, for any business today. Okay. So now that we understand what CAI is, we understand what customer engagement is. How does conversational AI help us achieve customer engagement? Okay, before I jump into this, any questions so far, or do you want to take it? Please feel free to put in your questions in the chat box as well. We'll have somebody answer it. We'll take, stop in between, take those questions as well. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll continue. Feel free to add your questions to the chat. Okay, so today, assisted by AI, there are different scenarios over time. Earlier, the way people looked at things were, I will do everything by myself. Today, I want to do it together. Okay. Today, this is where exactly we are doing it together. Me, a human, and a machine. We are doing this together for getting my work done. Tomorrow, we will be automating entirely to the bot. I might say, you know what, let my system, let my bot, let my, language interface, let my app do it for me. And it'll mature to such an extent where My bot and the bot with whom I'm doing bot of an organization with whom I'm interacting, consuming their service or doing a commerce, they both will interact and get the work done. That's how things are going to evaluate. But for today, we are here at stage two. We are trying to do it together. And how is the value creation done here? Okay. We try to establish a fantastic customer experience. We improve operational efficiencies and productivity for the enterprises. We help the enterprises give personalized services for their customers. And of course, we try help establish new channels of revenue for large enterprises. I will quickly take you through the details as well. When I spoke to you about customer experience or improving efficiencies, improving revenue, you know you can offload at least 80% of your service requests to a scalable virtual assistant that is 24 by 7 available. It is multilingual and it can give you personalized services. Today, imagine the amount of load of calls that your call centers are receiving, amount of shifts the humans are working to attend to the calls, and the inefficiencies which we are not able to get over because of the setup that we have. And 80% of the queries can be offloaded because 80% of the queries does not require human value addition. How to improve my customer experience? It is simple. Make it the language interface. Gone are the days of graphical interface of point and click. Gone are the days of touch interface where I touch and click. Today it's all about the language. Hey Alexa, can you play this for me? Hey Google, can you play this for me? That is the kind of interfaces that people are now getting adapted to. If such is the scenario, then let your customers just speak to your brand. Why do you ask them to go to your website, point, click? New delivery channels. Why do you want to just do commerce, let's say, only on the website or probably through SMS, probably in your branded stores? Why shouldn't you do your delivery of service through Alexa or a Google Assistant? Okay, or a messaging platform like a WhatsApp or like a Microsoft Teams or a Slack. There is definite possibilities to do commerce on these channels as well. And of course, with these increasing new channels, you have improved reach for your customers and you get productivity gains, which will naturally translate to revenue gains as well. And I'm giving you some stats to support here as well. Gartner predicts that by 2030, a billion service tickets will be raised automatically by chatbots and virtual assistants, and it will be handled by them. Okay, the life will get much shorter with automation. Or close to a billion service tickets will be handled by chatbots and virtual agents in another 8 years time. The adoption is going to increase exponentially. By 2025, 50% of the knowledge workers will be using a virtual assistant on a daily basis. There will not be a day which will go by where they can't get their work done without a virtual assistant. 61% of sales officers in most of the organizations are already investing in new technology. They want to enable virtual selling. They want to create alternate channels to, increase revenues. They want more touch points to talk to their customers. So there are clear stats which support this as well. So here's food for thought. Okay. Now there is a lot of discussion around, enterprises continuing to invest in artificial intelligence, automation to save time and money. It is just not about the enterprises. Let's look at the other side, the customers, the people who are buying your services. They are equally amenable. Their adoption to these kind of technologies, their adoption to these kind of newer innovations is far quicker. And enterprises need to step up their game to ensure that they're able to show something new and innovative to their customers. We often overlook that the next generation is more receptive, more responsive, more amenable in the way they want their personal experiences to be. And they expect that from the brands and the enterprises that they want to do business with or consume their services of. So truly, how do you make all of this work? What actually happens behind the scenes? So all of our frameworks, are built on Azure. I mean, we are actually AI agnostic. Whether if you want to believe it, build it on AWS or GCP, we are open to that. But I'm just giving you an example on what we can do with Azure. The speech services, the bot framework, the Cosmos DB, Lewis language interface, Azure Cloud Platform, the Teams, the computer vision. We use all these solutions from Microsoft to build our solutions. And what we do, we create a low code platform for you. The solution which I showed you, like Twinkle, if you want to develop something, or the Kia conversational insights which you want to do, there's nothing to code. You just upload your data or connect to your enterprise data and just start asking questions. There's nothing more to do. There is a low code, no code platform that we built over and above all the technologies that I had shown you. Just upload your content, make them actionable, and go deploy. You can make it all in a day. You'll be able to, not even a day, in a couple of hours. You want to just float out an FAQ bot. We have the capability to go live in less than 5 minutes. That is the kind of low code or no code strengths and capabilities that we have built. You build it once, use it anywhere, any kind of platform. You want to do it in SMS channel, a WhatsApp channel, a Messenger channel. You want to use it on Slack. You want to build an internal HR bot to answer your HR queries for the large enterprise. Yes, you can do it. And you want to deploy it in any kind of collaboration tool internally that is being used, be it Teams or Slack. Yes, you can do it. And as already mentioned, we are a Microsoft co-sell approved partner as well.